Quite a handful of people, especially my Singapore friends, were asking me why I'm so interested in Taiwan politics but not in Singapore politics. But I didn't really give them the true and real reason, but some silly reason to shake them off. Things like I'm a globalist or I'm working for communists. Just kidding anyway. How could that be possible, right? Anyway, I don't really care what they think of me. It's just that I don't want to give further explanation why I'm so interested in Taiwan politics. So most of the time I just reply them sillily. Hey, why are you doing for Taiwan politics but not Singapore? Because I'm one of the guardians of galaxies to protect the whole universe. Like everyone else who has their own kind of weird behavior, and so do I. I don't really like people to ask me so much questions until it becomes too personal. The main reason why I'm so interested in Taiwan politics is I'm doing it for justice. Daddy, you are too full of yourself and self-righteousness. You think you know everything? Damn it, dude. I thought you are the one asking me. You shouldn't ask me in the first place. Now you know what I was trying to say earlier on, right? The more you try to explain, the worse you will get. Some people could even say I'm not a Singaporean. How possible? For me, justice is justice. And it comes from within. Everyone has their own kind of justice too. They may be right, I may be wrong, it's very hard to define. The reason I'm focusing on Taiwan politics is whoever becomes the president of Taiwan who change the future of the Chinese and impact the whole world economy. The presidential election will not just affect the Taiwanese, but also people like us, the Chinese, including me. Danny, I think you are being a racist. Keep on talking about Chinese. What, man? I was just speaking the truth. Just nothing to do with racism, okay? I'm talking about reality.
Down, he's a weapon of mass reproduction.
Supporting our own kind of people is not racist. Being a Chinese, we need to work together to make our own life even better. I like Caucasians, I like Malays, I like Indians, I like many types of people. And I would really like to get a girlfriend for Lithuania. However, I'm too short for them. In a way, short. Too bad. I ever had a Malay girlfriend before. However, being a Chinese, we should be proud of ourselves. Trump is my most admirable president in the world. Although to many Chinese, he may be the worst enemy. The reason I like him is he loves his countries and he loves his own people very much. And he wanted to make America great again. In this connection, I admire leaders who love their own countries and protect their own people. Therefore, Trump is my favorite because he's put his people as his first priority. His own kind of people, I mean. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't support my own kind of people. It's because of him, I felt the importance for the Chinese to support the Chinese, like how the Americans are supporting each other. If no one, including us, is supporting the Chinese, we would be all gone and being despised. Do we really want to become minorities in the world? Come on, it's time for us to stand up and be united to show the whole world who we are. We are not the American, we are not the British, we are not the Japanese even. We are the Chinese despite how westernized we are. We are the proud Chinese. For example, this guy who next to me, who has golden hair, died of course. But that doesn't mean he doesn't love his country. ROC. And he indeed is the one very supportive of the Chinese. When I speak English, doesn't mean I am not supporting the Chinese too. My point is, whatever we are and wherever we are, we need to be united as a Chinese to make ourselves proud again. Great heavens, do you really want to see ourselves under the mercy of the Americans, the Japanese and the British and working for them? Why do we need to be a second class or third class human being in the world when our big brother, China, is growing big? It makes no sense. Others will only respect us if we Chinese could unite together, or else we'll get bullied by them. Do you see the importance of unity? The Americans and the Japanese and other parts of the world are afraid that we Chinese could get united, because when we get united, we become very big. Taiwan has everything and is self-sufficient. It has technology, it has agriculture, it has plenty of land, and it even has many creative talents. But all these are shredded into pieces under the hands of DPP, because they have been always disregarding themselves as the Chinese. As such, the finances are all gone away from Taiwan. They go overseas, while we are seeing many chickens from overseas coming into Taiwan. Chickens are coming into Taiwan and the finishes are gone. Taiwan under DPP has become a mess and it has turned into a hell. Look at Singapore. It has nothing but just a piece of small land and the people. Therefore, it doesn't have much privilege like Taiwan. The only way for Singapore to survive is to depend on the foreign investment and international trade to keep up the economy. Therefore, it's not surprising to see many foreign talents coming into Singapore and enjoying themselves with their family, to the extent that many Singaporeans felt bullied by them, always has become one of the social issues that Singapore government is facing.
Call the police, do whatever you want to do.
You go in, I will let the management know.
Tell the management.
No, we don't decide. We are just
No,
looking across
you're
the
Chinese,
room.
right?
No, I don't answer your question. We are just
I teach you,
enforcing the
okay?
rule.
I'm an Indian, okay?
It's not that Singapore doesn't have local talents. It's because it needs foreign investment and international trade to sustain its economy. To attract the foreign investment, it will need to reduce tariffs, reduce taxation, and have a full cooperation with them, including opening up jobs for those foreigners. So a lot of foreigners came into Singapore to work and enjoy themselves with their families. Because Singapore has nothing to exchange with them except land and the people. As such, having a very good education in Singapore is very important. And that's why you can see many Singaporeans, they have degrees. Otherwise, they will become obsolete. I hate this kind of thing happen. And even the Singapore government doesn't like it. But we got to face the reality to sustain the economy. And we have to bite the bullet to survive. This is why today Singapore is facing a big social issue. And nobody likes this kind of thing happen. Things are totally different from Singapore. There are many ways that Taiwan could prosper without foreign investment and international trade. Because it has everything by itself. The world needs Taiwan more than Taiwan needs the world. Because there are a lot of resources in Taiwan that the government could use it to make all Taiwanese proud again. But DPP is not doing that, except democracy, democracy, democracy. Freedom, freedom. Independence, independence. This is what I see Tsai Ing-wen and her DPP are doing every day. They are just destroying the potential of Taiwan gradually without any guilt. This is the main reason why Taiwan is getting poorer and poorer. Moreover, they are working too close with the Japanese while neglecting many important trading partners of other countries, especially the mainland China. Additionally, Taiwan is exporting all their good things to Japan while importing their lousy items. And at the same time, Taiwan is suffering a trade deficit. There is a great opportunity for Taiwan to become the #1 manufacturer and #1 exporter in Asia, yet DPP is crushing it one by one and keep on going against the mainland China. Unlike Singapore, Taiwan has a lot of advantages to build and sustain its economy, and it has many ways for its development. Most importantly, there's no need for reduce the import tariff or sourcing for other foreign talents to do things for them. Because Taiwan itself is self-sustainable and it has everything, including local talents, and they are very creative. It doesn't need Japan, neither the US at all. What Taiwan needs is a very brave leader who could see and face the problems together with the citizens. We need someone who can get his hand dirty to work with the people for the future. The person, of course, is none other than Daniel Han. In what way he's not a good leader besides he's not trendy enough, doesn't have golden hair? What we need is not someone trendy like Freddie Lim or Froggy Chiu. Whose performance performers are so silly and so absurd to delude the young people into fantasy. They are just destroying the future of the young people, and they are not contributing anything to the society and even to the economy. In contrast, the recent event held by Daniel Han was building up the young people and create a future for them, despite most of them are not his supporters.
票给我没问题，但是麻烦必须了解我，看看我的政策。我想我是最关心年轻人的。
So do you see the two differences between these two events? One is building up, yet one is tearing down. Also, we do not need someone who are out there creating animosity with the mainland China, which is also Taiwan's nearest and the most important trading partner. Instead, we need a leader whose passion is for the country and for the people, and he is able to lead the people to make their life even better. This is the bottom line. Never get divided, but united as Chinese and make the Chinese great again. Thank you for watching, and remember to share, subscribe and like with anyone you know. Do you really need to say the same thing over and over again for your ending? Every time asking people to subscribe, like and share? Because I really need subscribers, I really need views, you know. Do subscribe, share and like. Bye!